BREXITEER Lawson tears into Remainers' no-deal warnings most of the world out of EU. BREXITEER Nigel Lawson hit back at fellow Tory Dominic Grieve after the former Attorney General suggested MPs should ensure Britons do not commit national suicide, going ahead with Brexit. Lord Lawson blasted Dominic Grieve for his fearmongering campaign about the possibility of a no-deal Brexit. The former Tory Attorney General suggested the UK should delay leaving the European Union if the divorce deal Theresa May has presented to the country is rejected on January 15. The BREXITEER peer remained positive Brexit would offer new opportunities to the UK, as he pointed out most of the world is not inside the EU and still doing far better than the bloc. Lord Lawson, who chaired the Vote Leave campaign in the run-up to the Brexit referendum in 2016, told LBC, he is talking through his hat. There is no such thing as national suicide. All I say is calm down, look at the world. You'll find most of the world is outside the European Union, and most of the world is doing far better economically than the European Union is. Far from being economic suicide, he don't know what he is talking about. The peer also raged at other Remain campaigners trying to stop Britain from leaving the bloc with their continued scaremongering warnings. He continued, there is the group who are desperately trying to support Mrs. May and get her deal accepted, and the only way to get her deal accepted as such a lousy deal is to say the alternative would be even worse. That is one reason why they are going into the absurd national suicide rhetoric and so on. There are also passionate Remainers who can't bear the thought of leaving the European Union. They were appalled by the fact a majority of the British people said they wanted to leave the European Union, and therefore they are trying to maintain that this would be a disaster. It wouldn't be a disaster. It is easily right. Politically, it is easily the best option economically. Foreign Secretary Jeremy Hunt has said MPs who do not vote for the Prime Minister's deal will cause a Brexit paralysis, which ultimately could lead to no Brexit. Mr. Hunt, who has been in the post for 6 months, supported Remain in the 2016 referendum campaign, but claims to be a born-again Brexiteer. In an interview with the Financial Times, Mr. Hunt says Brexit will allow the UK to make the most of its connections with other countries around the world. Despite dismissing Theresa May's plan for Britain, Boris Johnson agreed the UK will soon be able to stick up for ourselves. The Brexiteer said he was staggered to find he was the first foreign secretary to visit Peru for 52 years. First to go to Argentina for 25 years, and the first to Chile for 25 years. He blamed Britain prioritizing the EU over the rest of the world, saying going global means expanding the network.